Go for it.
I'll intro it too. Alright, we are doing chapter 21 on recreational sport. My name is Taylor Greig. We're with the New York Giants.
I'm Sam Smith. A little background on the history of recreation. It really got popular in like the late 19th century, just because what you had was like the development of factories in America and like a lot of labor like that with long hours and long weeks. There was kind of a switch from looking at leisure as like a waste of time, and instead of a waste of time, it was more like something that was needed and necessary to be like healthy. So people wanted something to do to get away from the factory and just like get out and like do something else for a change.
And with that too, usually a lot of people were working a lot more hours during the week during those industrialization periods. So I mean, a normal work week now for the average human being is 40 hours per week, 8 hours, 5 days a week. Back then it was more like 66 hours for a week. Those are usually 11-hour days and 6 of them. So a lot more people were working. Work was more of the main focus during that time. But now as we've come along, more people are finding more activities to do, and they really were looking for just something to do to spend their leisure time outside of work. So there's 6 segments with the recreation. There's a whole different types of recreation that people can take part in. The first one is community-based. Participants are usually united at the local level. So for example, people go in your local YMCA to participate in events there. You can become a member there, either to go in the swimming pool or play with the rec basketball league. This is really just a good way for all communities that in one local community to come together. Whether you were rich, poor, middle class, it didn't really matter. It was just all about participation and giving everybody something to do in their leisure time. So for the second one, you've got public recreation. It reaches a little bit beyond the local level. Go to state and federal level. So for example, you've got a lot of your national parks that are all around the nation. That's one of the big public recreation activities to do because they're free to use. They're open to the public. Anybody can come in and just enjoy the state park and enjoy that leisure time there. So then for the third one, you've got military recreation. This one's a little more finite. This one's mainly for military families that are living on the Army bases or the naval bases or any military base. Because it's pretty tough for military families to find stuff to do in their leisure time because they are locked into that base and really don't have as much to do while their loved ones are serving. So, this is really a good program to provide the families and the children especially with stuff to do and get involved with in that military community. And then a few more here. You've got outdoor recreation. This one's pretty simple to think about. People who just want to enjoy the outdoors, enjoy those activities, maybe go on a nature walk or go swimming, something like that. But a study also shows that 3 out of every 4 people in the nation participate in this annually. So a lot of people are just wanting to get outside and get a breath of fresh air after that hard day of work. So for the 5th segment of recreation we've got is university outdoor programs. This has to do a lot with your intramural programs at university. So for example, you've got Ohio University intramurals. A lot of those programs are just to get students involved. Me in my experience, I've played intramural floor hockey, I play a little bit of pickup basketball, maybe some volleyball. My friends and I got together one time and did slow pitch softball. So there's really a whole different bunch of those that you can get involved with. It's really good for the students, especially to get involved with them because there's a lot of stress going on when maybe you got midterms or finals coming up, or just a lot of course load, especially for college students as well who are trying to get their degrees. So it's good for them to just get outside and maybe take an hour or two, just go run around and have fun. And then the last group that we've got here is therapeutic recreation. This is for mainly to improve someone's health. Maybe someone goes to rehab or treatment for a disease that they have, or maybe they have an alcohol problem that way. It's just to help that person, maybe get back in the right state of mind and really give them some comfort in their life and try to get that problem resolved.
Alright, and then probably the main challenge for recreation overall is just funding. They're really constrained with money, so like they need all this money to support the programs, like the local things like summer camps and like Boy Scouts. That all is run by funding, and like ever since the economy kind of crashed in 2008, that was like a significant blow to the recreational sport industry. And then being that like places like the YMCA and summer camp is a lot of kind of lower income families, it really hit home hard for like that's probably like the biggest challenge, just like maintaining through like economic despair, like just being able to maintain the industry and like keep people coming out to participate in recreational sports.
And the big thing with that too is taxes are always a big issue too with people. Everybody complains about high taxes, whether you're rich or poor, but especially with recreation, high taxes aren't good, especially for maybe the lower income families, because some sports are more expensive to run. I mean, one of the cheapest ones is like soccer, because all you need is a soccer ball, maybe a pair of cleats. But there's other more expensive stuff that, say, a sport like lacrosse or baseball, where you got to buy more equipment. When you raise the taxes on those people, it really becomes harder for them to, sign their kids up to play for those leagues. So, it really just confines it to more of the rich people, which you really don't want, because with recreation sport, you want everybody to participate. That's the main goal of it. So, and then for my future career, what I was looking at when I did this, I feel like that recreation sport is the foundation for any career you're going to have in sports management. I really think it's the building block as to where you're going to get started. I think, if you don't get started in recreation sport, where are you going to go? I mean, it's pretty tough to get started anywhere else, I think. Especially with, positions such as, like, you never hear of, like, a coach in the NFL or something that didn't get started somewhere with recreation sport. Usually everybody gets started with, say, coaching their son's Little League baseball team or the midget football league. That's basically where everybody gets started. And one of my big goals for this would be that funding that we just talked about with the challenges. Since it is such a vital part for recreation sport, you gotta have that increased funding so everybody can get involved with it.
And then how it would pertain to my future career, along the lines of Taylor, I just think that it's like the biggest foundation you can have if you want to be in the sports industry later on, starting at a younger age in high school and then all the way up through college and stuff. Just volunteering with like coaching jobs, like running managerial positions, like your local YMCA or anything like that. I just think it's a big thing to help develop skills, get experience, being in the managerial position, and like just getting hands-on learning to put on a resume for the future. That's it.
That's it.